So today we're going to be talking about how to set a Google meeting, because as you know, Google Workspace is wild. Like, there are different unique things about Google Workspace. We're going to start with the basics, because as a VA you must know how to set a Google meeting. It's something that no one will ask you if you know how to do it or not. So another time I'm going to be looking at how to arrange your client's calendar. As you can see, my calendar is quite arranged, but I can also say a little bit messy. So that is that. So we're going straight to business. So I will advise you use a system, but also as a aspiring VA, you can use your phone to do some basic things, but it's advisable to get the system. So now you can say create. This is the template. This is like the dashboard showing if you're using a system. It's a little bit different if you're using a phone. Now I'm going to create and click on create, and we are seeing events popping up. We want to create an event, a meeting event with the team, let's say. So when you add the title, team meeting with, let's say for instance, our managing director for our startup is Miss White. So I say team meeting with Miss White. Not real, just like an example. So then we're going to go to, okay, when is this meeting? You click on here. Okay, this meeting is January. You can click on what? January 29th. What's the time? Okay, let's say we need to hold this meeting by 11:45 a.m. So based on the fact that I'm not using an upgraded version for Google Workspace, Google only allow me 1 hour meeting. After 1 hour, whatever meeting you're doing would be cancelled. So if you work in a remote space, the company can give you access to a work mail. By that time, they've already upgraded. They have an upgraded Google Workspace where when you have access to a work mail, you have the access to hold meeting as long as possible, depending on the scenario. So we have 11:45 a.m. to 12:45 p.m. It's currently in Nigeria time zone. So we want to change the time zone because you need to know that your employer or your client doesn't work in your time zone. You have to work in her time zone. So she might be 8 a.m. wherever she is, and at 8 a.m. might be your 8 p.m. there. She is the client, so you have to work in her time zone. That you see some people work mainly in the night, some work in the morning, depending on your client time zone. So now you see the time zone. This interface is different if you are using a phone. If you are using a phone, it's much easier to just search for the country that you're looking for, and the time zone will pop up. But with system, it's quite different. You're going to search for the time zone our client is currently, and sometimes it's much easier if you just go to ChatGPT, you type the country where your client is and ask ChatGPT to give you the time zone for that country, and you look for it here, much easier. But since right now we really do not have a country in mind, so we're going to just look for just a different time zone, something that is much common with a lot of clients in diaspora. So we're going to say, okay, maybe my client is staying in okay, let's say my client is staying in Qatar. So that will be the time zone there. I've said okay. So my 11:45 a.m. 12:45 p.m. is in Qatar time zone. So I want to make this meeting. Maybe this meeting now, every Thursday is when we have this meeting with Miss White. I can choose to go to the next step. Maybe this meeting is just once. It's just a one-time meeting. We are not going to have meeting with Miss White again. But if we are going to have meeting with Miss White, and we've talked with Miss White that, oh, every Thursday we'll be having meeting, maybe bi-weekly, once in a month or so, we're going to come here. This place that says does not repeat. Then we want to customize it. Now Google gave us different options. Is it weekly on Thursday? You want to have that meeting? The same link, whoever have access to that link, every Thursday just click on the link and the meeting will set up by itself. Is it monthly on the last Thursday that you and Miss White agreed to have same meeting? Is there? Is it annually? Is it every day? It's your choice. It's your choice. So I could say, oh, okay, let's just customize it ourselves. We could say, we want to have this meeting every Monday at the beginning of the week to set goals for the week for the team, and we want to have this meeting every Friday to know what the team did for the week. And this occurs, let's say we want to do it, this is bi-weekly. So we can come here, click on this place, clean it, and put twice, 2 times weekly. So that's like bi-weekly. That's where it's occur. Does this meeting end? Never. It doesn't end. So we put done. So this meeting occurs every 2 weeks, starting from Friday. Starting from on Friday, because our meeting is Monday and Friday. So starting from this Friday that is coming, our meeting would hold Monday and Friday every 2 weeks in a month, bi-weekly. That's where the meeting is going to hold. So whoever email that we're going to add to this current meeting, once it's a due date, once it's an hour to that meeting, they're going to get a notification. So maybe you have a guest now, as a meeting supposed to be reserved, especially some confidential meeting. The guests for this meeting now, maybe you already have them in your email, or maybe you don't already have them already. So you can just type that email here, or just click on something. So maybe this is one of the person in the meeting. As you can see, I'm the organizer. So maybe you have somebody else we want to add to the meeting. We can add this person to the meeting. Maybe we have somebody else we want to add to the meeting. We can add this person to the meeting. You see, before I will click on their mail, the email address popped out already. Why? Because I've sent countless of mails to this same person, so it's just like registered with my Google address. But in a scenario where it's just a new person, you can just easily type their email address in this place. Now we have guest permission. Can they invite others? Can they see the guest list? Oh, I don't want my guests to be able to invite others. No, I don't want them to be able to see other people that need to attend that event. No, I want everything to be confidential. Then automatically Google gives you a Google meeting link, which you can also copy and share to whoever needs to be on this call. And you can also see your group call will be limited to 1 hour, as I said earlier. So, and don't forget, you can add almost 100 people on this call. It's written there. So this is just like a test run. So that's why I'm doing it like this. Then we have this location. We have description. Maybe the description we want to put in the meeting, what we want to talk about. We're going to write it there. We're talking about strategic insights for the brand and its goal for 2026. Whatever you want to write there, you can put it there, and you can also attach a file if needed. I could click on my Google Drive. Maybe there's something everyone who is attending this meeting need to read or go through. Maybe that document contains what we want to talk about. You can just paste it there. We can just like paste it there and insert it there. Inserting it there, so you can see. You can playfully change the color, whatever. You can put free or busy, whatever you like. And now the people in this meeting, when do you want them to get notification? I want them to get this notification of the meeting 30 minutes before time. I also need them to get this notification 1 day before. Okay, and as proactive as I am, please hope you know where I am clicking. I also need them to get the meeting notification an hour before. As many notifications as
you have new notifications from Miss Toller, RBSCI and messages.
As many notifications as possible. It's there. So we have more option. This is like this system format to check. So we're saying okay, everything is in check. Everything is in check, and yes. So we're going to save. Now Google is going to ask you, would you like to send invitation emails to Google Calendar guests? So these 3 people who I have added as the guests for this event, do you want Google to send a notification? I'm going to say yes. Google is going to send them every detail needed that I've created to their respective email, and it's going to automatically add this meeting to their calendar once they click accept this invitation, or as the case may be, on their mail, and they will get a notification a day before this event, 1 hour before this event, 30 minutes before this event, bi-weekly, at the same day the event ought to hold. I'm going to say yes. Now this okay, people need access to a particular document I created, so allow anyone with the link. I want to share with all these people because we are dealing with need as a VA. You need to know how to handle some document confidentially. Not everything is for everybody view or access. So the other document, we are the core member of this brand. This is not real. I just set it up though. So I'm sharing the document with just these people, and I'm going to say save event. As you can see, that particular event is already saved. As you can see the event here, I don't know if you can see the event, 8:45 a.m. Now, if you open this event, you would see that it automatically converts this meeting. It automatically converted this meeting to my time frame. But mind you, if you remember, we set this meeting around 11:45 Qatar time. So if my Miss White, who is in Qatar, is going to receive this email invite, and she's going to see 11:45 to 12:45 Qatar time, but other of the guests who are in Nigeria or who are in Africa or who are in whatever country are going to receive this particular meeting details in their time zone. So it's not confusing everybody. So me, I don't need to know if it's already 11:45 Qatar time. All I need to know is that once it's 8:45 a.m. Nigeria time, I need to jump on this call and I'll be there. I need to jump on this call and I'll be there. So okay, there's also more setting that okay, I can also show you my mail. So you can also see that I've received a notification. So you can see that yeah, I did receive a notification. I'm going to refresh to say okay. Let's check spam folder. Okay, let's check other mail. I sent it to this particular mail. So you can see that this person received an invitation. This person received an invitation. You can see team meeting with Miss White every 2 weeks from 8:45 a.m. to 9:45 a.m. on Monday and on Friday. You can see the details of the meeting here. It's already here. You can see the attachment. You can see the meeting link. You can see who organized the meeting. You can see the document I also sent. Everything is here. So, are you attending this event? You click yes. You click yes, and once you click yes, as the other recipients automatically added to their Google Calendar, so you need to remind them of the meeting once it's time. So let's go back to our calendar. As you can see, the meeting is set. So as the organizer, I want to make sure that okay, there are other settings put in place in case I am not there. So I'm going to check my meeting to make sure it's successful. So let's say join with Google Meet. So I hope you can see what I'm doing. So I'm going to join now. I'm the one who organized the meeting. So I'm going to join now. It's not time, but I just want to check that everything is in place. So I'm going to click on, let's say, setting. I'm going to click on setting. I hope you can see everything. And I'm going to say, okay, general setting. Are there something there that might disrupt the meeting? I need to check. Okay, the speaker are working. I do check this. I don't know if everyone does that, but me, I do check it to make sure that okay. So I think yes, the meeting link is working, and you see where they say host control. I don't know if you can see it. Host control. You click on host control now. This is what I wanted to show you guys. So I don't know if there's a way. Yes, I can zoom in. So you can see that the host control, I'm the one who created the meeting. Now I can choose to restrict what other people can do in the meeting, but I choose not to do that. So now this is what I'm looking for. Must the host join before anybody else? I can choose to put this on. So this means that if I have not joined the meeting, no one else can join. They have to wait for me to join the meeting so I can accept them in. But in most cases, it's not really so. Just take for instance now, I'm not at home, I fell sick or something happened, my phone is stolen. I couldn't even let's cook a story up. No one will be able to join this meeting if I'm not there. So I don't want something like that. So I off this part and I click on this place that says open instead. No one has to ask to join. Anyone can just join in. So the meeting can start before I even join in. So in case and the whole team is there, Miss White is there, and I'm not there, the meeting can go on without me. But as a VA, you ought to be there. So I have to click that open. That's why we came here to test run our meeting link to make sure that yes, contribution can share their add-on activities. This set in, and I think we are good to go. And most importantly, you can share your screen here with Google Meet. This is where I call share your screen with Google Meet. You can send reaction, you can do anything you want to do, you can raise your hands to ask questions, especially when there's almost 10 people there and everyone is talking. You can change your background effects as the case may be, but I won't put that because I don't want to show my screen. You could chat, you can send a message. Yeah, you could chat, you could ask questions there and the likes. So that is all for setting a Google Meet with your calendar and making sure that everything is okay. Like I said, this is just a fictional test run, so we don't need this event. So I'm going to delete it. And you want to send cancellation emails? Yes, I want to tell the calendar guests that this meeting is not working, so I'm going to delete it. And everyone in that meeting is going to receive a notification that this meeting is not going to hold. So I hope we've learned one or two things, and I'm so sorry that the tutorial is so long, but I hope we've learned one or two things. Thank you so much, and see you in our next class.